Okay, maths only during the class you'll do whatever it is. Next, Lemula, not Lemula. Adi and Ivania, you all don't have any other subject, right? Direct maths next week. You'll have lot of time, students. End of the class, I'll tell you what to study. I'll mark, practice those questions. Now, when it comes to, which one is this? Ratio and proportion. Ratio, proportion. Most important is component and dividend, students. They are giving only questions on component though. First, I'll explain what is ratio and proportion. Can you see the screen, all of you? Can you respond? Adia, Joanna, Ivania? Okay, Joshita, Naomi, and Tanishka. See, ratio and proportion. In proportion, you don't have ratio, students. But to understand proportion, look here. Ratio is nothing but numerator divided by denominator. 1 is to 2. 1 by 2 is equals to 1 is to 2. They would give you a value 5 is to 10. We should convert into simplest form. You can either reduce it like this directly, you can write 1 is to 2. This is ratio. When it comes to proportion, you'll have two ratios together. 5 is to 10 is proportion. I mean, when it comes to proportion, is proportion to 6 is to 12. This is proportion. So what do you mean by proportion? Two ratio chapters, two ratio topics put together. This is proportion symbol. These two are ratio symbols. So proportion symbol, you can also take it as is equal to 5 divided by 10 is equal to 6 divided by 12. If you reduce, you get 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Both the ratios are equal. Ratio 1 is equal to ratio 2. This is the concept of proportionality. Basically, two proportions, two ratios should be equal. In proportion, we have a lot of topics. This is first part, basic concept of ratio. Okay, now when it comes to proportion, you should have four letters with four terms A, B, C, and D. These four terms you have to group into two. This is one ratio. A is to B is equals to C is to D. This is how you group it. Now, in this we use one common formula, mean. After is equal to whatever comes in between, you call it as mean. These two are mean. These two are extreme. So A and D, you have to multiply A into D is equals to B into C. This is the formula. And we are multiplying it. So we call product. The formula for proportion is product of mean is equals to product of extreme. You can say product of extreme is equals to product of mean. Anything is fine. Therefore, BC is equals to AD, students. AD. Multiply the first two, next one. Okay, product of mean is equals to product of extreme. Now, in this product of mean and extreme, A, B, C value will be given. Three terms will be given. Fourth term is missing. Fourth term you have to take it as x. We need to find the value of x. Next, A, B will be given. C is missing. We need to find the third term, x. That is a formula. Only two terms will be given. They'll tell you to find the middle value, x. This is mean proportion. So fourth term is missing here. Third term is missing. Mean is missing. For these three, we have three different formulas. Okay, up to here, is it clear? All of you understood these concepts? Is it clear, students? Now, what is fourth term, third term, and mean? Only if you understand this, proportion chapter will be easy. First question: 3, 6, 3, 6, 10. A proportion should have four terms. Proportion should have four. There are only three terms here. Fourth term is missing. So take fourth term as x. Rewrite this question. 3 is to x is equals to 10 is to x. 3 is to 6. Use product of mean is equals to product of extreme. Product of mean is equals to product of extreme. 3x is equals to 6 into 10. All this are MCQ question. X is equals to 6 into 10 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. X is equals to 20. This is the formula. Any value will be missing, students. Last value is missing here. Fourth term was missing. This is how you solve fourth term. Next. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. Now they'll give only two terms. First term, second term. Okay. And they'll tell you to find the third term, students. We need to find the third term. How do you find the third term? If it is not given, what do we need to take third term as? All of you respond. We need to take the third term as x. Let third term be x. Now how many terms are there? 3 or 4? 3 terms. Whenever, in spite of taking x and whenever we have 3 terms, this middle term has to be split twice. 3 is to 6 is equals to 6 is to x. Is it clear? Or to split. Okay. So 3, 6 is given. Find the fourth term, students. Third term is what they have asked us. Take it as x. We have only 3. Split the middle term. Product of mean is equals to product of extreme. 3x is equals to 6 into 6. X is equals to divided by 12. X is equals to 12. So the answer is 3 comma 6 comma. Third term also we have taken it as 6 comma 12 is the answer. Sorry, fourth term, students. They'll give you two values, tell you to find the fourth term. So only 3 and 6 will be given. Take it as x. Split the middle into two parts. Okay, so that this becomes first term, second term, third term, fourth term. And this is the required value. 3 comma 6 comma 6 comma 12. Okay, this is the fourth term. How to find fourth term? You take x. Next, mean. They'll ask you to find mean term. Mean. They'll give you 3 comma 12. 3 comma 12. They'll ask you to find the mean value. Mean is in between. So take this question, add x to that mean value. 3x12. There are only 3 terms now. They have asked us to find mean. I put x in between 3 and 12. This x you split into two parts. 3 is to x is equals to x is to 12. All these are MCQ question, 1 mark. Okay. Next, product of mean. X square is equals to 3 into 12. X is equals to, remember in simple linear equation, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiplication, division becomes multiplication. In the same way, a square will go to the other side and become square root. So we have x is equals to 36. This square goes to the other side, it becomes root 36. X is equals to 6. So according to the question, the middle term is 6, students. 3 comma 6 comma 6 comma 12. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. This is known as mean proportion. Mean. The value of x is 6. According to basic proportion concept, 3 divided by 6, 6 divided by 12. If you take this as two different ratios, the ratio will be equal. 1 is to 2, 1 is to 2. Therefore, answer 6 is correct. Okay. So for fourth proportion, take it as x in the last, split. For mean, if they ask to find mean proportion, put x in between and split that. Okay, MCQ part is done. Any doubts in this, students? All the concept clear? Understood? Okay, next, comparando, dividendo. Those are very easy, just adding and subtraction. Then one more concept is x square is equals to 4. What happens to square if it goes to the other side? All of it becomes square root, right? Okay, so 4 becomes square root. What's the answer? Whenever square root is given, it is not just plus, it is plus minus 2. X is plus minus 2. But mostly we take only positive numbers. 2 we take positive. What happens to root if it goes to the other side? Yes, remember this. Square becomes root, root becomes square. Remove this and square it. What's the answer? X is equals to 9. Some teachers would teach like this. They'll tell you to square on both the sides. Concept is same. Most of them will teach in this way. But the actual concept is, just a minute. Yeah, stay online, students. So, okay, this is the actual concept, students. In simple linear equation, square becomes square root, root becomes square. So teachers would tell you all to square it. It's the same concept. Look here, it gets cancelled. X is equals to 9. X square is equals to 4. Okay, so here you get confused. This square goes to the other side, becomes square root. Ignore all this. Remember the red one, which I've highlighted here. Then what else is left in this ratio proportion? Square root is done. Proportion. Continuous proportion or continued proportion. Okay. What do you mean by continued proportion? See, continued proportion is A by B is equals to B by C, C by D. It keeps repeating D by E. These are continuous proportion. Look here. The value gets repeated. So if I take 2 comma 4, this 4 will get repeated here. Okay, what is the ratio here? All of you will respond. What is the ratio? If I reduce it, so what number should I write here so that I get 1 is to 2? If I reduce, I get 1 is to 8. I should put 8 here. What's the answer? 1 is to 2. This 8 will get repeated. What number should I put? 16. This 16 will get repeated. I should put 32. 1 is to 2. This is known as continuous proportion. Where did we learn this continuous proportion? AP or GP? Where did we learn? In GP also it was similar to this. We used to divide 6 divided by 3, 12 divided by 6. But we used to take the second number divided by the first number, students. So this is known as continuous proportion. Now I will take this as K, continuous proportion K. Okay, for example, if I write 2 to the power 2 by 4, 4 by 8, 8 by 16, all these are continuous proportion. What's the answer for all this? If I reduce all this, what's the ratio, students? Are we getting 1 by 2? Everything it is 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 is what we take it as K. K stands for constant. All the values are constant here, K. Now the formula for K, students, K. In this, A, B, C are in continued proportion. Look, A, whatever is in the numerator, we call it as continuous proportion, A, B, C. A, B, C are in continuous proportion, continued proportion. How do you check? B should get repeated here, C will get divided. So A, B, C are continuous proportion. In that, A is called the first proportion. Okay, and B is called second, C is called the third proportion, first proportion, second proportion. Now these are the concept in this case, students. Now for formula for case, In order to find a value, in this statement, in order to find a value, let me take this. A, if I want to find a, b and c values, the answer for a, b and c, I'll take these two values and k along with that. A divided by b is equals to b divided by c is equals to k. So b and b, bk cube, bk square, and you'll get, okay, the direct formula for a is d into k cube. For b it is d into k square. Okay, for c it is just d into k student. These are the formulas. D is nothing but that is divided here, divided. Make a note of this formula. All of you are online, are you listening whatever I'm explaining? Tanishka, Naomi, Joanna. Okay, fine, good. After the exam, did you all sleep afternoon? All of you all slept? No? Then I know if you all don't sleep, you all feel sleepy when I'm teaching, you all don't even respond. I've told you a lot of times to at least 1 hour if you all sleep, you'll be active in the evening. If not, you won't understand. Just physically you'll be present. Mentally nothing you all would understand. Okay, make a note of this. Complete it. Just for this board exam, make an habit, students. Afternoon, you'll sleep for 1 hour. You'll be active. You'll be too fresh for evening and night. You can study. Okay. Take down. Write this continued proportion. A is equal to dk cube. B is equals to dk square. And C is dk. That's it. Last is, I'll tell you where we use this. A is equals to dk cube and all this concept. And how to remember this, student? See, A and K. After A, how many values are there here? After A, there are three, right? Three. So remember D into K cube, there are three. Look at B. Take all the numerators. From B to K, what's the gap, students? From B to K, how many values are there? Two values. So for B, it is K square. K cube, K square, K. And D is nothing but the last term. Remember that you'll get the last value. If I write 2 divided by 4, 4 divided by 8, 8 divided by 16, 16 divided by 32. What is the ratio for all the students? What is the ratio? So what I'll do, I'll get 1 is to 2. I'm not going to give A, B, C values. This is the concept. B is very easy to find. See, all these values will get repeated. 4, 8, 16. Fine. Just for an example, if values are not given like this. If they ask you to find A value, A is equals to D into K cube. No, no, D is 32, 8. D into K cube. What is K value, students? What is K value? 2 cube. What is D value? Last one. Last is D. 32 into, what's the value of A? 4. How come 4? 4, 8, 8, 16, 16, 32. Oh, correct. I've taken this extra. Should have been like this. Only three values, students. Three values should have been there. 8, 16, 32. This is A, this is B, this is C. If I write the formula, I'm getting 4 as the answer. 4. So A will be 4. This is how you substitute. Remember, 3 terms should be there. We should have 3 terms like this. Okay. K value will be given. D is the last term. Below C, you'll get the last term as D. This is continuous proportion. Only 1 or 2 questions are given. When we solve, I'll teach them. Next is properties of proportion, componendo, dividendo. If I take A, B and C, D, first concept is invertendo, invert. Then you have alternando. Alternando. Then componendo, dividendo. Okay. Invertendo is reciprocal, students. Numerator by denominator becomes denominator by numerator. That is reciprocal value. We need to reciprocal. Okay. Alternando is changing the alternate values. X. Remember X for this X diagram. Componendo is addition. Dividendo is subtraction. Fine. Addition, subtraction. Invertendo, remember like division. Invertendo, it's like division. Reciprocal or division. These are the 4 basic concepts. MCQ they can ask however they want. Remember these 4 concepts: invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo. Then the last part is componendo and dividendo put together. Componendo and dividendo. That is addition and subtraction put together. Addition and subtraction. Now I'll take the main question. I'll write all the answers here. First thing, there is a ratio given like this. 2 ratios put together. This is a proportion. This proportion, if you want to convert into invertendo, remember this reciprocal value. Reciprocal. A by B becomes B by A. B by A is equals to D by C. This is invertendo. Alternando is X. Remember X multiplication sign. This question, D will go to A's place like this. A will go to D's place. In the same way, C will get divided, students, and B will go top. If you cross multiply. Did you understand invertendo and alternando? X. Right? X. Next. Componendo is just adding. A plus B, look this. A plus B, just add the numerator. Plus. C plus D divided by D. This is componendo. Dividendo is subtraction. A minus B. Take the same concept. A minus B divided by B. C minus D divided by D. This is dividendo. So the first 2 are not that important. All 4 are not that important. The last one is the most important part. Componendo and dividendo. So what is componendo and dividendo? You take this part question. A plus B, you add numerator. In the numerator you add, denominator you subtract. C plus D divided by C minus D. If you want, make a note or just go through, students. That's it. We are done with all the concepts. We'll start solving the questions. All of you understood component or dividend or all this concept? Shall we start solving questions? See, this is the most important part, and most of you make mistake while writing it, students. This part. Simple, just add whatever denominator is given, add it and subtract it. Add and subtract. A plus B, A minus B. Fine. And very rarely they ask one or two questions like this. Let me see whether you all can answer. I'll write it. A divided by B, or they will just give you all A, B, C, D are in proportion. They'll just give you A, B, C, D in proportion. They'll ask you the answer. They'll tell you to convert into alternando. They'll ask you to convert into alternando and apply dividendo. MCQ question. They'll give you a question like this, students. Apply alternando and dividendo. They'll tell you to apply these two. They'll ask you the final answer. So what is the proportion for this? All of you will respond. How do I write? A is to B is equals to? Or can I write A by B is equals to C by D? The first proportion convert into ratio. Ratio converted into proportion. Proportion. This proportion, what's the first part? You have to convert it to alternando is what? Not reciprocal. Alternando is for multiplication, right? Invert. Invert meaning is reciprocal. Invert is just the opposite, students. Top and down. Like in mirror. In mirror, object gets inverted. Alternando is X. Alternate. So what is alternando? First, how do you convert? B is equals to, this is completed. How do you apply dividendo? Do you multiply, subtract or add? Subtract. C minus C by C is equals to, this is the answer. MCQ question. So they can ask you to apply alternando, dividendo. They can ask you to apply invertendo, componendo. Same question, if they ask you invertendo, componendo, you should be able to answer. Is this clear? What is invertendo, students? Invertendo, how do you invert this? B by A is equals to, then how do you apply componendo, dividendo? B plus A divided by C minus, yes. Both together, D plus C divided by D minus C. Applying both componendo, dividendo. Just because numbers it is easy, alphabets, if they give numbers and alphabets together, you should think and write the answer. There will be some calculation, addition, subtraction, cross multiplication calculations. Okay, one question they are given in this chapter is actually component dividendo, but in this one, what do you call now? Word problem, students. Word problem question. Even word problem, if you have time, not time, we'll have time. Sunday, I'll teach all 1.5 hour on Sunday, if not on Wednesday. Just ignore. Second question. Look at second one. Mean proportion. What about mean proportion? What do you mean by mean? Where should I put X? On the right hand side or in between? Second question. Find the mean proportion. Where should I put X, students? Mean meaning is in the between, right? There are only 3 terms. For proportion, I need 4 terms. Which one I have to put? X is to 9. In textbook, they are given formula, students. Don't learn the formula. Definitely you'll get confused. Okay, do it like this. MCQ. What is product of mean is equals to product of extreme? X square is equals to 4 into X is equals to plus minus 9. If plus minus 9 is not given, what's the answer? Sorry, plus minus 6 is not given. What's the answer? Option 6. Sorry, option B, 6 is the answer. Okay. And by mistake, they are given plus 6 or just 6 and minus 6, some questions. Don't get confused. You mark anything, you'll get marks. But mostly prefer the positive value, students. Even if both the values are given, write positive. For example, instead of 9, they are given minus 6. These are some common mistakes they do in board exam while setting the paper. Whoever marks plus 6, minus 6, both will get marks. But always go with the positive option. Just mark plus 6. Or you can even write B and C, both are answers. Plus and minus 6. Next. This is what I was telling about continued proportion. What is given? X, Y, Z are in continuous proportion. What do you mean by continuous? X divided by Y. This Y will get continued. Y divided by Z. We'll keep this as it is. X divided by Y is equals to Y divided by Z. When you apply cross multiplication, what do you get? Cross multiply. Y square is equals to X into Z. Let me keep this as it is. Now let us take this equation. How many ratio is given or proportion is given? What is the symbol in between? It's a proportion symbol. How can I write proportion symbol? I have to divide it, right? Is it clear? Write this. They've asked what is the answer for this. This is the concept. What's the answer? Substitute this value. What is y square? X plus z square divided by x square plus what is y square? What is common here? Z is common. X plus z. What is common here? X plus z. Which one gets cancelled? What's the answer? Z by x or z is to x. Let's see what question is given. What options are given. What's the answer? A or C? A or B? Z is to x. What's the answer? Then A is the answer. Is it clear? Continued proportion. This is how they give. You want make a note, students. First copy the question, or I'll send the question. You'll just copy the answer. Is Mariana online? Why have we joined late, Mariana? No, yesterday from past 2 3 days I'm sending messages to attend at 5 or 5:30. Okay, you asked for proportion, but you didn't attend. I started proportion. What will you do? Respond. If you're so careless, then how many times to tell you, Mariana? Simply you'll put blame on parents, internet issues. I know. After the exam, you would have slept. That's the reason I conducted late. Entire night you all would have studied. So I kept the class at 5:30. Even at 5:30 you're not able to attend. You're attending at 5:40, 6:10, 40 minutes late. You want to just continue proportion chapter? I've anyways recorded. Yeah, the first half hour you go through, Mariana. If you don't understand now, I'm not responsible. Okay. First half an hour class, you go through the recording. Others complete this, students. Read the question once. If x, y, z are in continuous proportion, then they have given an equation here. Equation. This is not a proportion, it's a ratio value is what they have given. So write like this. X, y, z are in continuous proportion. X divided by y is equals to y divided by z. Y square is xz. Take that equation, substitute. Substitute, will get the final answer. Yeah, Joshita class will be up to 7:15 or 7 o'clock. Next one. What is the fourth one given, student? Just 2 or 3 questions we will solve. What is fourth one? If A, B, C are in proportion, what do you mean by A, B, C, D in proportion? How do you write this, students? A by B is equal to what? C by D. Then what is the value of what they've asked? A plus B divided. Okay, where is A and B? Left hand side or right hand side? No, no, left hand side. What have they done? What we are supposed to do, students? We should apply invertendo, componendo, dividendo. Which one I have to apply to get this? Componendo, dividendo. Apply both the sides componendo, dividendo. A plus B divided by A minus B. Right? And what you get? What's the answer? See how simple they asked. 2022. This is board exam MCQ. Ratio proportion. Observe A plus B, A minus B. What rule they've applied, whether it is componendo, dividendo or invertendo. So they would just give A, B, C, D are in proportion. As soon as proportion, I told you how to write proportion value like this. This is proportion. And this proportion you have to apply componendo, dividendo, convert it. Right side is the answer. Shall we try the next question? All of you understood? Even time and work is also easy. I'll do it next week 1 or 2 hours. It may take 1 or 2 hours. Only specific questions, student. Then you can even answer the first question. Next, fifth one. X is to 5, 2022. Okay, board exam question. X 5, 5.4, comma 5, comma 9 are in proportion. If they're in proportion, how do you write proportion? X divided by 5.4 is equals to response, students. 5 by 9. If they are in proportion, how do you find the value of x? Product of mean is equals to. Okay. You can use even that rule, product of mean, product of extreme, or you can even write it like this and cross multiply. If I want to find the value of x, what happens to 5.4? Gets multiplied. Can I write 54 by 10? What's the answer? 5 ones are 5 twos are. All 8th standard concept. 9 ones are 9. What is x value? 3. 2 ones are 2 threes are. X is equal to 3. Option A, students. A is the answer. If not, componendo dividendo. 9x is equals to 5.4 into 5. X is equals to 54 divided by 10 into 5 divided by 9. You get the same equation. Very simple chapter. It only depends on how you'll attend, the way you'll understand the concept and attend. Okay, sixth question you all try it. Sixth question, can you see the seventh one? Apply componendo dividendo. Just apply componendo dividendo, you'll get the answer. Then tell me the direct answer, students, without solving. 5a plus divided by 5a minus right hand side 4c plus. So, there is minus, not this answer. 4c. What about c? Not this. Which out of these two? Simple. Numerator both should be plus, denominator both should be minus. Which one has plus and minus? Option C. You don't even have to solve. Option C is the answer. Numerator plus, denominator minus. According to component or dividend. Eighth question. Sixth question, you all try it. Same. Product of mean is equals to product of extreme. What's the time? 8:20. Okay. Eighth question. After that, we'll solve 3 marker questions. Solve the eighth one, students. What is given? A, B, C, D is given. And what else is given here? Along with A, what do we have? Yes. Along with A. No, no. Along with A, what we have? 3. And along with B, we have 5. So let me take this equation. B is equals to C and D, students. But what is the answer given? What you have to prove? 3A minus 5B divided by 3A plus. And this is a proving question. Usually proving question, they don't ask for MCQ. It is nothing related to MCQ, but you should have an idea how to solve this. They might give it for 3 marks. I'll write the statement. D by B is equals to C by D. 3A minus 5B, 3A plus 5B is equals to 3C minus 5D divided by 3C plus 5D. This is not MCQ, students, proving question. Okay, then you'll get it for 3 marks. How do you prove this? How do we prove? All of your last. Along with A, what is multiplied? What do we have along with A? 3. And along with B, we have 5. Where is 3 and A, students? Where is A and B given? Is it on the left hand side or right hand side? I've written the question wrong. A by B is equals to C by D, left hand side. So before starting, let me erase all this. Let me erase all this. Now, what rule they have applied? So that there is plus and minus. What rule they have applied? Dividendo, but they have applied in the opposite way, right? But still they have applied componendo dividendo. Before componendo dividendo, what they have done? All the A has 3. Yes, all the A has 3, right? C also has 3. D has 5. C has 3 and D also has 5. So how do you prove this, students? First thing we got to know componendo dividendo. Then along with left hand side and right hand side, what you have to multiply? Multiply 3 by 5, right? On both the sides. On both sides. First step. Multiply 3 by 5 on both sides. Sometimes this proportion chapter, it won't even make sense. They give that type of question. Just look at the right hand side, compare it. 3 by 5. Multiply 3 by 5 on both the sides. So 3 by 5 into A by B is equals to 3 by 5 into C by D. This will give you 3A by 5B is equals to 3C by 5D. After this, apply componendo dividendo. What is componendo dividendo formula, students? Apply componendo dividendo for this by applying componendo and dividendo. Second step. This is the first step. If you apply componendo dividendo, you get 3A plus 5B and 3A minus 5B. Right hand side, all of you will respond. 3C minus 5D divided by, 3C plus 5D divided by minus 5D. Are they equal or different? Tell me. Different. What is the other rule can we apply to make them equal? What all we studied? Invertendo, alternando, which one can I apply? Reciprocal rule. Which one we use reciprocal? Invertendo. So you have to write by invertendo. By invertendo, just reciprocate the value, students. 3a goes to the numerator plus to the denominator is equals to 3c minus 5d. Just the rules. Apply the rules, you're getting the answer. 3c plus 5d. Now is left hand side is equal to right hand side? Both are equal. Is it clear? All of you understood or any doubts in this? First I multiplied. Okay. Then second I used componendo dividendo. Third part I used invertendo. Hence proved. 3 marks board exam question. Response, students, did you understand? Is it clear? So what are the 3 steps we did here? Tell me all the 3 steps. First one we multiplied by 3 by 5. Second one we applied. Third one we applied inverter. What is it, Naomi? Inverter. Invertendo, right? Confused with the names? Okay. Invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo. So you're nothing, student. There is no addition, subtraction, no formulas, nothing. Only these 3 concepts. Apply these 3 concepts. Try to get the answer. Fine. Somehow you'll try to get the answer. Now, same question. This was easy. Actually, this was easy. The same question they'll give you all to prove it like this. Okay. How do you prove this? Tell me what I'm supposed to do. All of you respond. What is given first? D or A? D is given. So you can't multiply with 5 and 3, students. What am I supposed to do first? D is first. If D is first, I have to apply invertendo. Right? If you apply invertendo, what do you get? No, not D, student. Sorry, B. This should have been B here. Okay. If I apply invertendo, what do you get? B divided by A is equals to E. Then what I have to multiply? Both the sides? Correct. Not 5 by 3. Yeah, 5 by 3. So 5b divided by 3a is equals to 5d divided by 3c. We still didn't get the right answer. What's the next concept? Yes, apply component dividend of 5 by 5b by plus 3a divided by 5b minus 3a is equals to 5d plus 3c divided by 5d minus 3c. So here it was totally opposite. First I applied invertendo concept. Then I multiplied by 5 by 3. Then I applied component and dividend. So you have to keep changing the values. First time you can apply component dividendo, invertendo, then multiply. Think about it. You should think and answer, student. Okay, major concepts are done. Now all about 3 and 4 marker question. What's the time? 6:30. Up to 7:15 I'll conduct. Any doubts so far? Joshita, did you understand? Mariana, you joined in between, but still these 3-4 sums you understood? If you haven't understood, go through the recording. That's the only thing. Option left. What about Joanna, Ivania? Clear? Okay, shall we start solving the questions? All of you online? Fanny, Adya, Joanna. Okay, whatever we solve, the last one, students, except the proving question, ICSE 2000. Okay, here they have given the date. It is not 1 mark. ICSE 2000, 3 marks question. It was given in 2000. They no longer give such question. Look here. Component of dividend. The first question, 3 marks. I've shared this in the group. Try to solve the questions. 2000, when was this? 2023. This question was given in 2023. Using component of dividend, we need to solve 2x plus 2. I'll do it directly. Plus denominator 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2 plus 2x minus 1. This is the numerator value, students, plus the denominator value. 2x plus 2 minus square root of 2x minus 1 divided by square root of 2x plus 2 plus square root of 2x minus 1, then minus 2x plus 2, minus into minus is plus, you get plus here, 2x minus 1. Is the first line clear? Can you see I've applied component dividendo? Numerator, denominator, right hand side what is given, students? Right hand side we have just 3 is equals to 3. So denominator take it as 1, 3 plus 1, 3 minus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 divided by 2. Numerator, which one gets cancelled? Which value gets cancelled? Numerator. What 4? Left hand side, Naomi. Think and answer. See the like terms. These two gets cancelled. Next, denominator. That's it. What is left? When two like terms are there, what is x plus x? 2x. In the same way, 2 into 2x plus 2 divided by denominator, students. 2 into 2x minus 1. Is this clear? Other things are cancelled. We're using component of dividend. Easy question. If you're concentrating, it is easy. If not, just skip it. Your wish. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Square root. Both have square root. Respond. Both have square root. Can I take a common square root? 2x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1. What happens to square root if it goes to the other side, students? All of you will respond. What happens to square root? Root becomes square, right? 2x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1, it becomes 2 square. Like this. Or the other option, square on both the sides. Look here. Root 2 plus 2 the whole square is equals to 2 square. You get the same answer. Square gets cancelled here. 2x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1 is equals to 4. Solve this, find the value of x. That is what they want. Solve the value for x, 3 marks question. Mariana, concentrate from here. The first half hour you go through the recording. This is easy. Component of dividend is basically you add and subtract. Okay, only that part I will teach you. Look here. Others clear? Look here, Mariana. A by B is equals to C by D. What do you mean by component of dividend? Take the numerator, add like this. Denominator. Understood? This is component of dividend. This is mostly used. 80% we use only this concept. That is what I've done. Go through the question, students. Look at the question once. Solve using simple linear equation, find the value of x. I think last week this is the question I have given for test. Cross multiply 2x plus 2 is equals to 4 into 2x minus 1. What is x, student? Still solving? What's the value? Yes, Naomi, what's the answer? Joshita, Naomi, Ivania, after solving for hmm? Hmm. x, x is equals to 1. Is it clear, students? All of you understood? Got 1? 1 as the answer. So this entire thing is A. This entire thing is A divided by this entire thing is B. So look here, entire thing A and B. Subtract. This is A plus B. And this is A, this is minus B. 1 is the answer. Second question, again apply component dividend. See, whether they tell you to apply or not, just apply component dividend, you'll get the answer. Second question. Try the next one, 10th one, all of you. Solve using x, students, x. Same question, 2022. Okay, 10th one, can you do it for homework? All of you respond. 10th one, isn't it same question? Is nobody responding, or shall we end the class? What is Ivania doing? Adya, Ivania, Tanishka, Joanna, they're online. Okay, 10th one is same students. And observe here, this is 2023. This is also 2023. ICSE specimen paper. Not only max, any subject. You take ICSE specimen paper. Every year ICSE will release a specimen paper. This specimen paper is released from the board members. Board people release. Can you just compare? Are in the question almost similar? These two questions are similar. They're similar, right? Except the values. For both, you have to apply component of dividend. Remember, whenever they give specimen paper, go through that completely, students. Solve that. Okay, I've given all the questions from specimen paper, all the weekly tests, and half we have done it. So even for other subjects, concentrate the specimen paper. See, 2023 they had given specimen paper first. Then for board exam, they've repeated the similar question. They've repeated. Okay, we'll try the 11th question. We'll do the 11th one. X square plus 2x divided by 2x plus 4 is equals to y square plus 3 by y divided by 3y plus 9. What do we need to find here? What is given, Naomi? We need to find the value of what is given, students. 11th question. X is to y. Means x divided by y. Look, there are a lot of values here. The only way is elimination. You have to eliminate. Only if you use component of dividendo, the values will eliminate. Apply component of dividendo here. Look at x square plus 2x. Add the numerator, denominator 2x plus 4 divided by x square plus 2x. Subtract minus 2x minus 4. And one more thing, you can add once, twice, thrice, multiple times component of dividend in same question. Okay, you can add multiple times. Y square plus 3y plus 3y plus y. Sorry, plus 9. Divided by y square plus 3y minus 3y minus 9. After addition subtraction, what do we get? X square plus what is 2x plus 2x? 4x plus 4. Denominator, which one gets cancelled, students? Which value gets cancelled in the denominator? These two. So what is left? X square minus 4 is left. Next. Right hand side, what is the answer? Right hand side part. Plus 6y plus and minus 9. Until we get x and y, you should keep solving. How do you factorize this, students? We have to factorize this. What is a plus 2 the whole square? Apply a plus b the whole square concept here. A square plus 2 square plus 4ab. So what's the final answer? A square plus, correct, is 4ab plus, sorry, not 4ab, 4a. Let me write x, students, x here. X plus 2 the whole square. Tell me what is x plus 2 the whole square? X square plus 4 plus 2 into 2 into x, right? What is 2 into 2 into x? So this, what should I replace this with? What's the it is x plus 2 the whole square. What is x square minus 4? How do I factorize? Can I write it as 2 square? What is a square minus b square? So what's the value for this? X plus 2 into right hand side, what do we get, students? Y plus Which square? 9 is given. How come Naomi is answering everything? Prepared? Naomi answering, or the only student who's answering. Or I don't know whether others' voice are audible. Is Adi answering? Ivania, Joshita? Fine, student. Next, tell me the denominator here. Y square minus 9. How do I convert? Y plus 3 into 1 gets cancelled. 1y plus 3 and 1y plus 3 will get cancelled. Okay. Complete it till here, students. Later, should keep factorizing. Very lengthy concept. You should keep factorizing. What is left now? You make x plus 2 divided by, and here uh, again we have to apply component of dividend. Complete it till here. Then once again apply component of dividend. After this, be quick. Another 15 minutes left. We'll solve another two questions. And in board exam, just look at the main students, whichever has proportion. Apply component of dividend. That's it. So this yellow part, I've applied a square plus b square concept, students. Algebra concept. Then see, we have eliminated all the values except x and y. Apply component of dividend again. X plus 2 plus x minus 2 minus x, you'll get plus 2 this side. Y plus 3 plus y minus 3 minus y. If you subtract, you should get plus 3 here. All of you are done, completed? So we need to find the value of x divided by y. Bring this, students, bring it like this. X by y. 2 will get multiplied. 2 is to 3. So if they ask us x is to y ratio, it becomes 2 is to 3 is the answer. 2 by 3 is the answer, final answer. All of you completed. Any doubts in this? Response, students. Okay. Yes, Ivania voice is not audible. Tanishka done. Naomi, Joshita, Diana. Okay, fine, okay. So look at the procedures to same component under dividendo, no invert under nothing. After that we use a square b square concept. Look how lengthy it is. You'll have to be quick while solving ratio proportion. You should practice 3 or 4 questions. Those who don't practice, only for them they feel the question paper was too lengthy. If you don't know this, right? If you're not aware of solving these questions, in exam you might think the question paper was too lengthy. The actual problem is practice. Okay, 11 I solved. 2012 is the same. Okay, you have to apply component to dividendo. 2012. 2013, tomorrow I'll solve, students. Tomorrow we'll do that. Or what's the time? Yeah, another 5 minutes. We'll complete. 2012. Even 2014. See, I want you all to practice 12, 14. Question number 12 and 14. Same component dividend. Apply property of proportion. Apply component dividendo here. Okay, once you apply component dividendo, you have to square. Use a plus b the whole square. Square it. I'll do one question. 13th question. All of you have completed, right? Shall we try the 13th one? 13th question. Okay, 2023-22. Look here. 23 component dividendo same. 23 2020. 19 also same pattern. 19. This one you can easily figure it out, students. K plus 3 divided by K plus 2, 3K minus 7, 2K minus 3 are in proportion. They didn't tell us to find using property of proportion. Remember this. Look here. They'll directly tell you use component of dividendo. Try to understand this. Use component of dividendo. 10th question. Using the property of proportion. There are four properties we studied. Properties. When they mention the word properties, there are four. Invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo. And componendo, dividendo put together. Total five properties. And in that mostly we use componendo, dividendo. Even the 11th one using property. 12th one using property. Whenever they mention the word property, it is always component or dividend. Remember that. But look at the 13th question. They didn't tell us using property, students are in proportion. This question is in proportion. If it is in proportion, how do you write? Product of mean is equals to what? Product of extreme. K plus 3 into 2K minus 3 is equal to what is product of mean? K plus 2 into K minus 7. Use bracket rule. How do you use bracket? Try to multiply directly. Okay, I'll write it in bracket. K into 2K minus 3. Next, plus 3 into 2K minus 3. This side, simple. They haven't told us to use property. 13th question. They have told are in proportion. If the proportion used, product of mean is equal to product of extreme. K into 3K minus 7 plus 2 into 3K minus 7. Try this for homework. Solve left hand side, right hand side, everything will get cancelled. You will get K value. Okay, mostly you might get what do you call this? Quadratic equation, students. Where you might get quadratic, you can use either division method or um, sum and product rule. Sum and product rule or division. Okay, let me see. Let me see the combination here. What kind of value we get? 2k square and 3k square. Shift all the k values. 2k square minus 3k square minus 3k plus 6k. Then this side we have plus minus 7k become plus 7k minus 6k is equals to minus 14 plus 9. Minus k square plus 4k is equals to minus 5, students, minus 5. So we need k square shouldn't be negative. Remember, k square should always be positive. I'll shift it to the right hand side. So this entire thing goes to the other side. You get left hand side, it becomes 0. K square minus 4k minus 5 is equals to 0. Apply sum and product, students. First and last one, 5. 1 into 5. So k square plus 1k minus 5k minus 5 and minus 1. So keep solving. At one point you'll get the value, students. Okay, they'll set the question in such a way you'll get a quadratic equation here like this. Fine. Some question you might directly get here. Look here, some question 2k square minus 2k square would have been there. K square gets cancelled. So 4k is equals to minus 5, k will be minus 5 by 4. Even this is possible. So they'll set questions like this. Either k square will be left or that will get cancelled. You should find only the value of k, all these things. Did you understand different types of question and proportion concept? All clear? Okay, just target the question, student. Property, the word, the meaning property. Componendo, dividendo, or property. Sometimes they'll tell invertendo, use invertendo, use alternando. If they don't mention anything, this one. If they're in proportion, sum of product of mean is equal to product of extreme. 14th question again componendo dividendo property. 2017, 15. Okay, this 15 question I'll solve. Continued proportion. I'll solve this. Fine. And tomorrow attend. What time can I attend tomorrow? Respond. What time? Morning, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Okay, I'll conduct it early, students. 10:30. I'll tell you all the timings. 10:30 to 12. 10:30 to 12 or 12:15. One and a half hour. Okay. Then again evening. Evening you all will have class. So this tomorrow is Saturday, students. Saturday and Sunday. This is the timing. Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And 12. Evening again 6 o'clock. Same time. 6 to 7:30. One and a half hour. Evening. Yes, Ivan. Yes, Naomi. Yes. Test paper. I'll correct it, Naomi. Even this week I was busy. I'll correct and send it. Yeah. Only one or two mains we discussed, right? May I wanted to discuss all the questions. Then later I thought of correcting. I'll correct it today. I'll send you. How many of you sent it? Adya, did you send? I got Ivania, Tanishka, Naomi. What about Adya? Did you send last week's answer sheet? Mariana? Okay, yeah, you told me. Yes, if Mariana didn't send, Joanna also didn't send. That 4, 5, all that I won't even correct, Mariana. I've already told you. Always you send this incomplete answer, then how can I evaluate? Out of 50, 60, I don't know how much you're scoring. Whenever I give 50 marks test, you attempt only 20 marks. What is the point? Okay, from Monday onwards, it will be the same students. Monday evening, morning and evening. Okay, so Saturday, Sunday, you can attend. Naomi and Tanishka, try to attend even on Monday, students. It is your wish. Monday, if you want, you'll attend, or Saturday, Sundays. Fine. So tomorrow, Saturday, tomorrow morning class, I'll be doing the mode. Graph mode is pending. Mode. That's it. From evening onwards, one more test paper. We'll solve previous year's papers. Only previous year students. We have done enough of revision. If you want formulas, I'll make you all revise formula. Evening class. And from Sunday, we'll start model test papers. Okay, that's it for today. You all can leave. Attend at 10:30 tomorrow. Yes, bye. Okay. Ivania and Joanna stay on. Not Joanna. Ivania and Adya stay online. Others can leave.